My friend Tyler used to do contract work repairing weather monitoring equipment along the Northern California coast. He was the last person you'd expect to tell a story like this. He's quiet, practical, and the kind of guy who always has backup batteries, asks for a rope, and a printed checklist for everything. He doesn't scare easily, and he definitely doesn't believe in anything supernatural. A few years ago, he got sent out to service an old fog signal station on a rocky point a few miles from the nearest town. The place had been mostly automated for years, but the horn had been going off at random times and the backup power kept cutting out overnight. Since it was cheaper to send one technician than a full crew, Tyler went alone. The station sat at the edge of a cliff above the ocean, surrounded by broken fencing, rusted pipes, and patches of dead grass that bent constantly in the wind. There was a concrete equipment building, a narrow signal tower, and nothing else. No houses nearby, no road traffic, just ocean, rock, and fog. The first day was normal. Tyler checked the batteries, replaced a corroded relay, and tested the horn. Everything worked perfectly. By sunset, a thick wall of fog had rolled in off the water and swallowed the whole coastline. He couldn't even see the cliff edge from the station door. He ate a cold sandwich, locked up, and tried to sleep in the small bunk room inside the building. Sometime after 1 a.m, the foghorn blasted so loudly it shook the walls and jolted him awake. He grabbed his flashlight and ran into the control room. The horn had activated on its own. He shut it off and started checking the panel when he noticed muddy water pooled beneath the console. That made no sense. The floor had been dry when he went to bed. Then he saw the footprints. Bare footprints. They came from the back emergency exit and stopped right in front of the control panel. There were no prints leading back out. Tyler told himself someone had broken in, but every door was still locked from the inside. He didn't sleep after that. He sat in a chair with a flashlight pointed at the hallway until sunrise. In the morning, the footprints were gone, but the room smelled strongly of salt water and something rotten. He called the supervisor and said the station needed a second inspection, but before anyone could come out, the fog rolled back in even thicker than the night before. That evening, just as it got dark, the horn sounded again. Once, then silence. Then 3 slow knocks came from inside the wall behind him. Tyler said he froze so hard he could barely breathe. A second later, something heavy moved through the hallway outside the room. Not fast, not sneaking, just deliberate footsteps crossing the concrete floor. He opened the door and swept the flashlight down the hall. Nobody was there. But the emergency exit at the far end was standing open, moving gently in the wind. Tyler left his tools, got in his truck, and drove straight back to town through the fog. The next day, another crew went out to inspect the station. They asked Tyler why he had left wet clothes hanging in the bunk room. He hadn't.